Hello again, collective. Can't stay away, apparently, at least for now. I'm going to show up as my authentic self right now. No mask, no filters. um, I have been struggling the last year to try just build a firm foundation, something that I don't have very. I've had to go search high and low for the things that I want to build what I want. So it's not like I'm perfect or have a flawless character. I just know what I want to build and keep building and keep showing up for. And so that's the version of me I'm going to keep showing up for at any cost. Financially, I don't think I've ever been struggling more. Um, I've had to deal with loss of jobs, and I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to explain so you can get where I'm coming from and why uh, I'm being radical in my decisions, okay? So, um, when you start to engage in the rumor mill and the negative energies, it ruins lives. It ruins lives, and I'm just saying this. I'm not saying you, but maybe encouraging you not to participate in these things, right? Um, I let some rumors go unchecked, and they built a monster behind me. There was, what is it? Some character flaws that I may or may not have had. Let's say I used to be a little slut. I used to sleep around. I don't anymore. I'm abstinent, and I'm happily working on me. While I can, well, I what is it? Return to the nest and give the nuggets of info that I can to see this bigger thing unfold. Um, yes, I know I can just I can go get a job at a factory, but like the whole point was to try and be sovereign, and I can be sovereign, and there's creative ways to make money, but it's like I'm at this weird point where I have been uh, elected, we'll say, by others to use my life as a living example of the grace of God because I was a shithead. Like, how many ways and times do I have to say that? The version of me that was talked about is an old, dead and buried version of me. Yes, it's still there. Um, but I consciously wake up every single day and I lean towards the one I'm building. And the one I'm building is the one you see. Take it as it resonates. Uh, I guess I want to perpetuate love, peace, and happiness and longevity and 1,000-year plan for our posterity. That's what I want. And it's not an easy job. Okay. I don't want to do it alone. I want to learn how to work with the round table. I helped build this. I helped put this together. Like my resume, it it's not a traditional resume, but it's not lost time. But if it's not benefiting me in the ways that I need it to, it's like taking a job that doesn't even pay your bills, right? Um, I can't be doing that. Like I have responsibilities, and even more so, I'm doubling down now because of all the time that I put into this project. That there's a lot more work in it than I thought needed to happen. And everybody has free agency. You can choose who and what you want to be, but like everything has consequences. Me included. I can't even say everything I want to say because of the consequences that I have to live with if I say certain things certain ways. Um, I do want to lead, but I'm not going to sit here and be hazed and humiliated and turned into a community joke. I've had enough of that. Um, so I'm okay with being part of the Round Table Collective where we all pick each other up and help each other. Um, but I'm not going to be put into a position of false leadership where I step in and I do things based on a longer term solution than just our catty fighting and bickering, right? Way longer. Like this is 20 generations ahead. So far ahead, I'm thinking. Um, and if it involves me taking some time and space away from this part of the project, I'm okay with doing that. My energy's big, my energy's loud. Not everybody likes me. That's okay. I've come to terms with that. I don't care how many people dislike or hate me. I will still show up in love, even if I don't directly say it. That's the energy I choose to embody. And I'm not going to sit here on the internet and tell all of my life story when nobody, well, okay, when everybody else is being cryptic and trying to worm some information out of me, but they're still holding their double lives. They're still holding their secrets. That's not fair to me or anybody, and that's not how a leader would lead. And I put up with a lot of bullshit. But when it starts to affect myself, my friends, my family, or my money, which all four are being affected right now, I dip. I scratch the plan and I start over. I've done this before. And I've kind of grown to like you guys. Collective, grown to love you guys. We all have our opinions. When I had a meeting with my bosses, the message was clear. Just be true. And I'm not going to say everything on YouTube, right? Like, I'm not trying to... I've already been canceled like 6 times. I'm not trying to go into that. But I'm not going to sit here and offer nuggets of my life so you guys can take it back to your covens and your cults and dissect it like some sort of codes, because I've been nothing but straight up true this whole time since I joined the collective. And, since I showed my face in the collective, because behind the scenes I was building these safe spaces and nobody even knew I existed. And then once I pop my face out, I get a lot of flack. And the point here is not to lean towards blackmail and extortion, because that gets messy really quick. And I was born and raised in the dark, and I learned how to be love and light. So I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to go back to my Pokemon game, my very human things of bringing myself back down into the body. And then when I get bored of that, I'm going to draw and watch probably a nature documentary. And yeah. So if you're upset about how things are going, let's just say a lot of organizations have put their trust and faith in me to build this bigger project, the New World, the New World situation. They call it the New World Order, but everybody's looking at it wrong. Like, yeah, it is the New World Order, and yeah, I am one of the captains of the New World Order. What else do you want from me? Those are verified facts. You can paper check. You can check. Okay, I don't need to explain myself. You guys talked about the New World Order. You knew it was coming. It's no secret. It's a big thing. Everybody knew the New World Order was here. I think everybody was waiting for some dark demonic entity to lead it, but funny story, even the ones that are into that dark demonic stuff, the old men, I call them the old men that are running the show, they know in their hearts that there needs to be a change, and that's why I was elected, and that's why I was invested in early on, okay? With or without this collective, I'm still going to continue my work. This is an invitation, not an expectation, to look at this as an opportunity to have a fresh start. Like, yes, you might be in the thick of it, but know that I'm not unaware of the politics involved in these things, right? And it's going to take patience, step by steps, one day at a time, sometimes one moment at a time, and not giving up. I can step away and not give up. I can give distance and not give up. I can hold space and not even be around. I just want you guys to know I'm helping build a round table so that there isn't this unfair advantage, right? And even if I have to take the hazing so that other people don't have to be traumatized and go through this stuff, I will. My past isn't me. If we're talking about quantifying ourselves and our souls, we can't use the past as part of the equation. And when I made these deals at 22 years old, I was a made man, right? And lots of credentials came with it, but I had a rule I had to follow. Don't lie, steal, or cheat. And I did fall down some dark holes for a little bit. That's not me negating it. That's saying we're all fallible to this machine. And I want to offer a true heartfelt apology for any confusion I may have caused, but now it's all out there. I am one of the new world captains. There's nothing you can do about it. Because even if I go to prison for some sort of setup, all you guys do is solidify my legend. So, and you can, as a real boss, you can run anything from anywhere. So, let that just be a message of clarity for everybody. I love you, and I hope you have a good night.